Omagyanatimmirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Stadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha Narayanam Gurum Vande Sharanyam Bhakta Bandhavam Gauramanubhistam Purnam Radhadasyam Pradayakam Nirupandugacharya Varyam Gurupamanjari Preshtakam Patita Pavana Karunyam Yugacharya Narayanam Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namni Gaura Twise Namaha Shama Sundara Shikanda Shekara Ismera Hasar Murali Manohara Radhikara Sikamam Kripanide Swapriya Charana Kinkarim Puru Tapta Kanchana Gourangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vrindai Tulasi Devi Ai Priyai Keshava Sacha Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Sattavatyai Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramu 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 Hare Hare. So first of all I begin offering my most humble obeisances to the dust of the lotus feet of Paramadattama Sri Guru Pada Padma Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnu Pada Paramahamsa Parivrajaka Ashtotara Sata Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj Srila Gurudeva, and to my most worshipable Shiksha and Sannyasa Guru Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnu Pada Ashtotara Sata Srimad Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj, and to all Shri Rupanva Gauriya Guru Varga, all Tridandi Sannyasis, Brahmacharis, Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, and to all the assembled devotees here today, my most respectful obeisances. By the causeless mercy of Srila Gurudeva and all Mahabhagavatas Acharyas, we are able to assemble here one more time. So now the verse 33. Purvantihi tvairatin kushala swa atmanam nitya priyapati sutadivir arti daikim tam na prasida parameshwara ma isma chindya asamdritam tvai chirat aravinda netra. So the Gopis is saying, O beloved, many exalted personalities who are very expert in Shastra, they love you. They only love you. Why? Because you are eternally dear to all living entities. You are their most intimate friend, and you are their very soul. What we can achieve by loving our husbands, children, and other relatives who are subject to death and are simply the cause of suffering. So you should be pleased with us. Kindly do not cut down the creeper of our long cherished aspiration to have your association. So now the commentary of Srila Jiva Goswami Pada Vaishnava Toshani. The Vrajadevis, they have renounced their service to their husbands and family members based on Shastra instructions. And also they give up the family responsibilities based on the proper behavior. So in the verse 20 of this chapter, it says, Matara Pitara Putra, means the gopis' affection for their mother, father, and sons. But in this verse, the gopis, they have what? Rejected this family relationship. This verse begins with Kurvantihi. He means that they have taken the decision to cut these domestic ties. So Gargacharya in Srimad Bhagavatam 10, 26, 21, he says that the most fortunate persons who love Krishna, they are called Kushala. Kushala means those who are very clever, very intelligent persons. So they have an eternal and spontaneous love for you. So for these reasons, we gopis and others always desire to have the blissful loving exchange with you. Because our husbands and family members, they only cause us misery because they are against you. So because they are opposed to you, our husbands they obstruct us when we are going for our amorous pastimes with you. So therefore we have to cut all the relations with such people who are trying to keep us away from you. In the verse 31, the gopis in the first group, they said that we have worshipped your lotus feet, so you should reciprocate with us. So and then again they are saying, you should be pleased with us. This is our desire. So in this way, the gopis, they told Krishna like this, how he should behave with them. They have to accept them. Our hope to meet you is like a creeper, so please don't cut it down. Since childhood, we love you so much. So don't cut that desire. But actually let that give fruits. Otherwise we will die immediately because we only depend on you. So the gopis are expressing their hope in this way. So the gopis say, in the day you stole the clothes of the young girls, you said that you have understood our intention in performing this Katyayani Vrata. So you gave them some special boon, but now you are breaking your words. But you are Ishvara. You can accomplish anything, even what is impossible. So we have nourished a desire for you in our hearts since a long time. And now only you can fulfill this desire. But then Krishna, he might say, why did you nourish such a desire for me? Then the gopis answer, which woman cannot have such desire for you after seeing your lotus eyes? Then the gopis, they will say, Krishna, we are your unpaid maid servants. Your beautiful eyes are killing us. So, is it not a murder? So in this way, the gopis are calling Krishna as Aravinda Netra, the lotus-eyed one. So they are having this love full with anger due to their spontaneous prema. So the gopis are saying that Krishna's eyes is like a very sharp Sudarshan chakra, which is cutting our hearts. Another meaning is that Krishna has lotus eyes. Means the lotus closes at night, so Krishna's eyes also closes at night. You should not neglect us, because we are the most beautiful girls. So just keep your eyes closed and accept us. So in this way, the gopis are joking with Krishna. So this first explanation was based on Madhurya aspect. Now the explanation about Aishwarya. So the scriptures declare that devotees like Narad, they have not only faith for you, but they have rati, very special love that they use to worship you. Yeah. So what to speak of Narad? Therefore, we are not at fault if we love you. So you are Nitya Priya. Nitya Priya means you are the eternal dearest one for all the souls. So in Srimad Bhagavatam also, it is said that Shukadeva Goswami says to Maharaj Parikshit, you should understand that Krishna is the super soul. So in this way, you are the source of love to everyone. Therefore, you are the real husband. But Krishna, he may answer by saying, your husbands are also eternally dear to me. But then the gopis ask, how is it possible? When they give us pain, how they can still be dear to you? We are worshipping you just as Narada Muni, but our husbands, they are opposing our devotion to you. So what is the use of having such husbands like them? So in this way, the gopis, they are declaring that Krishna is the supreme master of all. And he never fails to bestow his mercy and fulfill the desires of his worshippers. Why our prayer should not be successful? Now, another meaning is coming, which is showing indifference. So Krishna is saying that, okay, I am dear to everyone. Everyone loves me. So why you are also not displaying your natural feelings for me in the same way? So here, Krishna himself, he's trying to, get something from gopis. The gopis, they will show some indifference towards him. Therefore, the gopis, they say, the married ladies who take care of their houses are very fortunate because their husbands are always supporting them. So for these ladies, their homes, their own souls are very dear. So how they can be attracted to you in amorous way? They can never be attracted to you because their beloved family life we become ruined. The chaste ladies, they will never deviate from their vows of serving their husbands. And they don't feel lack of anything in their family lives. They live in the prosperity of home with husband and children. So how they can be devoted to you? Never. Do not imagine this even in your dream. So please give up us so that you will not ask us to behave improperly. So in this way, the gopis, they are showing indifference towards Krishna. And they ask, please give us permission to leave. We don't want to stay here any longer. And give up the idea that you can meet with us. So in this way, the gopis are hiding their real feelings towards Krishna. So continue with the commentary of Srila Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur of the verse 33. In the verse 33, the gopis are saying that, begging to Krishna, that he should not cut the creeper of devotion, of loving service that they have cultivated for him. So now, Srila Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur is saying that the gopis, they are quoting the words of Sri Gargacharya to bring a better argument. So the gopis are saying, those who love Krishna are most fortunate, because they are never overcome by lust and other enemies. Krishna always protects them, just as Vishnu always defends the demigods from the demons. So those who believe this, they are the most intelligent people, and they have an eternal and spontaneous affection for you. You are the object of their love, and you are their soul, so you are forever very dear to them. The love and affection for husbands and children is based on a bodily relationship, and therefore is temporary. Therefore, we do not love those persons because they cause us distress, especially because they create obstacles for us to meet with you. Therefore, there is no reason to keep any relation with them. So be pleased with us and protect our lives. If you do not care about saving us, the married gopis, then no problem. But why are you making these unmarried girls to cry? You are the bestower of boons and benedictions. And you told us that you have come to know what is your promise and that you will fulfill our desires tonight. So have you forgotten this? Or maybe you might say that, okay, I am pleased with the unmarried gopis because of their worship of Katyayani. But why should I be pleased with you who are married gopis? Then to this, the gopis, they may reply by saying, okay, maybe there is no reason, but you should be pleased with us in any way. Then the gopis say, oh, the Supreme Master, you are independent to act according to your wish. And we love you since our childhood. And we have nourished this desire to perform some special service for you. So in our heart, there is a creeper of desire. And that creeper you have planted in our hearts. Now this creeper is giving fruits. So please do not cut it down. Those who are noble persons, they will never cut a tree which is giving fruits. So, O lotus-eyed one, when we were just entering our youth, you planted bhava in our hearts with your lotus eyes glance. This bhava became a creeper, and this creeper is now giving fruits. In the Rasa Shastra, it is saying that when the eyes of the beloved, they got connected, then the hearts becomes in love. Then the lovers, they begin to meditate on how they can meet each other. So by hearing about your beauty and qualities and having your darshan has caused the creeper of our desires to grow. And now this creeper has many beautiful fruits and flowers, and it will even give more in the future. So why are you trying to cut it down by your harsh words? A gentleman will never cut down a tree which has so many fruits, especially when he himself has planted those seeds. Even by, ethics, we should not even cut down the tree, which is even poisonous. So in this way, this is the end of the commentary of Srila Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur. Now the verse 34. Chitam sukhena bhavata paritam griheshu yam nirvishati juta karavapi griha krityev Padopadam na chalata stavapadamula jamakatam brajam mato karavam makingva. Hey Manmohan, the enchanter of the heart. Till now our hearts were happily absorbed in household matters. We were very busy doing our domestic job. But you have plundered our hearts, means stolen our hearts. And therefore, we were deprived of the power of thinking. And our movements, they became disturbed. And our feet refused to take even one step away from you. So how can we return to Braj? What can we do there? So now the commentary of Srila Jiva Goswami Pada Vaishnava Toshani. So Krishna, he might say that you should never leave your husbands and all your family. So you should be comfortable with them. But then the gopis, they will say that actually there are some problems by living with them at home. The gopis say that our home is not a happy place. It only gives us pain. You have stolen our hearts, which were very happy in performing their house duties. But now, by seeing you as the abode of bliss, we have realized that our homes are a place of suffering. So, in this way, the word sukhena means happiness. If this word sukhena can be understood also in a different way. It means that you, Krishna, you can derive great pleasure by stealing our hearts. And you also have stolen the power of our 2 feet to move. And we were busy in our homework, moving here and there. Now they have lost the power of moving away from you. Although we have lost completely the power of moving the hands and feet, still by the sound of your flute, we were attracted to come here. So after this, how can we go back, Braj? Then Shri Krishna might suggest, saying, oh, if it is like that, then you have to follow me. I will take you back to Braj. But the gopis reply, but what we will do there? When the heart has been stolen, all the senses also go with the heart. So here the gopis, they emphasize the hands and the feet that lost their movements. It means their hearts, their senses, their hands and feet, all lost movement. Therefore the gopis, they ask, how can we continue our house duties in this way? But then Krishna says, oh, Graheshwaris, means the queens of the houses. You should actually try to convince your heart to enter in your house. So the gopis, they answer saying, you have actually stolen our 2 hands, and they also have no power to work at home anymore. But then Krishna say, anyway, it's not proper for you to be here. You should return to your homes. But the gopis say, our feet cannot go away from you. How can we return to Braj? Our heart is absorbed in you. Our hand is engaged in your activities. Our feet is just standing next to you. So this was the mood of gopis. This was the humble mood of gopis. Now the gopis, the contrary mood of the gopis, meaning. So the gopis say, actually we had no reason to come to the forest, and we also have not come to see you. Actually, we have come here to search for one invisible thief who stole our wealth in the form of hearts. Then we found out that you are the thief. But even after catching you, you don't want to give back our hearts. Also, we cannot go to complain to anyone because the power of our hands and feet were also stolen away. So in this way, we cannot return home without getting our treasure back. But even if we get it back, what should we do there? You have completely hypnotized us with this Mahamantra. Therefore, we don't know what will happen. And now the gopis showing indifference towards Krishna. So the Krishna might say that I have actually pulled you out of your houses by attracting you with the sound of my flute. And now you must be tired. So how will you go back home? Then the gopis say, hey Mohan, are you thinking that we have come here because you have stolen our hearts? This is not the case. We are actually absorbed in our domestic duties. And our hearts are happily engaged in these house duties. And it's not possible for you to steal our hearts. Our hands are also engaged in the same way. So you should not doubt our ability to move away from here. We are not tired. We can travel a very long distance. We have nothing to do here. So why we should not go back home? So now the commentary of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur Sarata Darshini. So some gopis spoke like this. Oh, master of thieves, our only purpose in coming to you is to recover our wealth that you stole. So, and to steal our hearts. You did not need to do anything special. You just blew air through your flute and very easily you took our hearts away. Our hearts were happily busy in domestic duties. So now by taking our hearts, it's just like you have stolen our whole house. So because our hearts is no longer in our homes, so even if our houses are burned to ashes, or they become more prosperous, what is the meaning of us to go back? What to speak of our homes? You have stolen also our ability to hear, to function and work, all our senses. You have stolen our hands, ears, and eyes, which were totally dedicated in our household duties. Krishna said, "Oh, beautiful ladies, you can return to your homes today. Tomorrow or the day after, I will make some special investigation and try to give back your hearts." But the gopis reply, "Without our hearts, our feet cannot move and we cannot go away from you. So if you return our hearts, we can go back to Braj. Otherwise not." So in this way, this is the end of the commentary of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Vanchakalpatarvyasya kripa sindhubheva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo. Hare Krishna.